Welcome to this week's edition of the KOTA Spotlight. This week, the spotlight shines on the WNCC softball team. The season is just getting started, and the Lady Cougars are ranked 11th in the preseason poll. It's the first time the team has ever been ranked.
I think it's exciting for the girls in the program. Being the first time that it's ever happened, it really attributes to where our program's trying to go. And, you know, when you have a Jessica Ventosa and an Ashley Eichelberger that aren't part of the program anymore and off at their new respective schools, it's exciting for them to know that they help build that tradition for us. You know, being 11th, you know, it's hard to say, are we 11th in the country? I don't know, because we've never played. You know, I'm excited about it. We will get a good test this weekend to see where we match up and see some other top-ranked teams.
Even several of the players were surprised about the ranking, but they know it's only the beginning.
I don't know, it's pretty big, like 11th in the nation, but you know, it doesn't really matter how we're ranked in the beginning. It's more how we're ranked in the end of the season, so.
Honestly, we didn't even know we were 11th in the country. We just got to keep playing and not worry about stuff like that and just play our game, and whatever happens, happens. If we play as good as we can, we should be better than that, so.
The Lady Cougars finished the 2007 campaign with 36 wins, but head coach Maria Wynn says her girls want more this year.
I think 36 wins with one returning student on a roster is huge. Obviously, it's not enough for the girls. They want to break that school record again. You know, their goal is to get above 40, to win the conference tournament, to host the regional tournament here, and get onto the national tournament. So, you know, 36 and 21 was great, but we want to increase that win column and decrease that loss column.
Coming off of last season, it was really good for all of us to come together and play together as a team and like work on like individual skills so we all know how to play together. And now we have 9 new freshmen coming in. They all bring a lot. They bring a lot more talent than I think we had last year, and it's going to be a good season.
What's hurt the team so far this season is the cold and the snow, which has kept the team from practicing outside, and it's affected every aspect of practice.
Obviously, it's a disadvantage for us. We've been outside about 5 times. Our pitchers haven't had an opportunity to throw in the dirt as much as we would like. It's a lot different hitting indoors than going outside and dealing with the altitude, dealing with the weather. Defensively wise, it's been good for us. We spent a lot of time putting in our first and third plays, our bunt coverages, putting in some trick plays that we want to try to use if we can at some time in the year. So
it's hard to have like reaction time when you're in the cage. Like, it's a lot quicker, like outside, the air, the wind, everything with your pitches will like determine how they move and how the batters see them. So when you get it right off the bat, it's going to come a lot harder inside than it would outside.
Oh, definitely, especially for outfielders, and infielders, like taking the balls off the gym floor. It's nothing compared to taking them outside. And you get to use your arm if you get outside more. You get to do the long throws for outfield and stuff. So
we've been doing a lot of live hitting. So I hope, you know, we'll be ready for that. We've seen a lot of pitches, and we've been taking ground balls, and when we've been outside, we've been working on cuts and fly balls and just doing everything we can with the limited space.
This weekend, the team traveled to Texas to open its season. The tournament is great to see where the Cougars stand with comparable competition.
There's definitely a lot of competition in Texas, so it'll be good for us to play teams that are supposed to be better than us and give them a good run for their money. So
it's a great tournament. You know, we have a lot of competition that's there. 4 of our teams from the region will be there as well. So it'll be nice to see them, as well as see how we rank up with some of those schools that have been outside, had an opportunity to be on the field day in and day out.
This year's team has several strengths, including their pitching, their outfielders, and their 10 sophomores.
We've got a lot more pitching depth. I think that's going to be a big strength for us. We've got 5 quality pitchers. We've got 7 young ladies that I really think can play the outfield and play it very well. We returned both of our middles that started for us every game last year, so we'll be strong up the middle.
Last year they had 2 pitchers. This year we have 5 solid ones, so anyone could come in at any time. Everyone's got that certain pitch that'll work for them. But in the fall, everyone pitched like their own game, like did good, so anyone could be the #1 pitcher.
When you return 10 players from last year, all got quality playing time, it should give us a lot of maturity from that sophomore class, and we have some really good freshmen coming in that are going to provide a lot of playing time for us as well. So when we mix that together, I think it's really going to show us what we're made of, and hopefully we'll be able to keep that ranking and maybe even get higher throughout the year.
Tomorrow, we'll recap the beginning of what looks like could be the best Cougar softball team in school history. That's all the time for this week's KOTA Spotlight.
meter, 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 meter.